Alright, today we're going to go over how to get Instinct V1 and also V2. Now, Instinct is probably one of the most important PvP aspects of this game, so if you don't have it, I would stay tuned. Alright, so to get Instinct V1, it's actually pretty simple. All you need to do is hit level 300 first and go to the first sea. Alright, in order to get V1 for Instinct, you need to first complete the Saber quest. Now, the Saber quest is pretty simple to do. You can start it here at the Jungle Island on the first sea. Now, I recommend you go and watch the video I created on the Saber quest. It'll make it a lot easier, guys. And I will leave that at the top right of the screen. You can just click that and you can go watch that video. And then come back to this one. Once you have completed the Saber quest and you have reached level 300, what you can do is head across to the upper sky islands of the first sea and simply go across to this temple. And all you need to do is speak to this guy right here, the Instinct Teacher. And once you do that, you can just buy it off him for $750,000. Alright, so before I go and teach you guys how to get Instinct V2, I'm actually just going to quickly go over a couple things that are really important to know about Instinct V1 and just Instinct in general. In order to turn on Instinct, all you need to do is press E on your keyboard, and there you go. Instinct will turn on. Your screen will be very, very blurry, and you'll be able to actually dodge NPCs trying to hit you as well. Now, the more you dodge, the more you level up. I'll put a table on the screen right here. You can see all the levels and how it works. Now, on this table, you can clearly see the EXP. Now, what is EXP and how do you actually go and get it? Well, it's pretty simple. Every time you dodge once, you get 1 EXP, meaning that the more you level up and the more dodges you gain, the faster you will gain EXP because you'll have more dodges to use, making Instinct easier and easier to level up. Alright, so now that we are in the third sea, you can finally go and unlock yourself Instinct V2. Now, the quest is quite lengthy and does have a lot of requirements, so let's get into it. The very first requirement to actually get Instinct V2 is to be level 1800. After that, you've got the next requirement, which is $5,000. Pretty easy one, those two to complete. After that, you need to complete the Citizen questline, which is to kill 50 forest pirates. Now, this is a really easy quest to complete, gives you a ton of EXP as well towards your level, so if you haven't done so already, you need to complete this quest. And this quest giver is located outside of the mansion in the third sea, just in case you didn't know. After you've completed the quest, what you need to do is head out front of mansion and simply come all the way over here until you reach these 2 glowing mushrooms. Just come over here and you will see these 2 mushrooms right here, and there will be this wall right here which looks a little bit odd. What you need to do is actually destroy the wall like that. Once you destroy the wall, you can just walk in here and get yourself the musketeer hat, which is for some reason a requirement for Instinct V2. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Alright, and the last and final requirement, and definitely the most time consuming and most difficult, is to get your Instinct EXP all the way to level 5000, which is the max amount you can get. Now, this does go without saying, it takes a very long time to actually do this. If you're wondering how much EXP you have on your Instinct, you can simply go up to the Instinct Teacher in the first sea and talk to him, and you can click status, and then he will tell you what your Instinct mastery is actually at. Alright, so if you're wondering how to get 5000 EXP and max Instinct V1 so you can go and get V2, well, let me explain. The fastest way is to go to the upper sky islands and attack these first NPCs right here. Now, these guys are pretty weak, so if you're max level, you'll be able to beat them pretty easily. Now, why do I recommend these guys in the first sea? Well, it's pretty simple. They're extremely close to the quest giver and where you actually spawn, which is really nice as well because you're going to be server hopping a lot. The second reason is because anyone in the first sea that attacks you, if you're in the third sea, you're probably going to absolutely destroy them. You get attacked a lot in public servers. Even if you're in them for a couple of seconds, you will get attacked a lot. And if you're in the first sea and you're attacked by some noob, it doesn't really matter, you can just one-shot him. Now, the last and final way to actually gain mastery and XP the fastest way possible is to simply go up to these guys, turn your Instinct on, and when you run out of dodges, leave them and go to the server browser and just hop server really quickly. When you hop servers, you will actually reset the Instinct dodges so you don't have to wait for them to charge up again. Alright, so now that you know how to do it the fastest way possible, go and do it, and I will go and teach you guys how to get Instinct V2. Alright, so in order to start the quest for Instinct V2, just come across to the floating turtle once again, and pretty much travel all the way to the far side of the island until you see these giant floating pineapples. All you need to do is go to the top one, the one that is the highest in the sky, and you will see an NPC called the Hungry Man, who is right here. All you have to do is click on this guy and then go talk, and he will give you a quest saying, hey, if you bring me a decent meal, I can teach you something. Now all you have to do is go and collect a bunch of fruits that are around the map and then give them to him, and you will be able to get Instinct V2. It's pretty much that simple. Now the way this quest works is you need to find 3 fruits. You need to find an apple, a banana, and a pineapple that are all scattered around the map. Now these fruits aren't difficult to find, but the problem is they only spawn once every 10 minutes, so you need to actually wait in a server for about 30 minutes, and you can't die once you collect the fruits, which is why I recommend using a private server if you have access to one. Otherwise, you better hide and hope no one uses Instinct to find you. The first position is going to be the apple, and it is located on the same island you start the Instinct quest, which is going to be the floating turtle. Now you can see we started the Instinct quest over there. There's this massive building right here, and the mansion is all the way over there. You can still kind of see it, but pretty much you come up onto this little mountain, and you can grab the apple under this tree right here. Alright, so the next fruit is going to be the banana, and it is located on the great tree on the mountain closest to Hydra Island. As you can see, it is hidden just under this tree right here. There we go, we've got the banana. Alright, the last position is on the port town, and as you can see, it is right behind me at this stall. Now all you have to do is go from the port all the way to the left side and find this little green stall right here, and you can grab yourself the pineapple. There we go. Alright, so now that you've got all 3 of the actual fruits, you just need to talk to the citizen again and get yourself the fruit bowl, and he will just give it to you for free. You don't have to actually do anything as long as you have all 3 fruits. And once you've done that, all you need to do is head back over to the hungry man once again and make sure he gets fed. Alright, so now you just got to talk to this guy once again, click talk. There we go, he'll say delicious, just say no problemo. There you go, he'll go, thank you so much, young one. I'd like to reward you by teaching you something I learned a few decades ago when I was still a pirate. Would you like to learn more about it? Yes, please. And there we go, he will give you the option to buy Instinct V2 for $5 million. Click learn, and there we go, boys. You've gotten yourself Instinct V2.